Boo! Yeah, the stack is getting shorter as it gets taller. It gets down and whoop! Oh no, there's more packages there. As you can see, there's 3 here. I know what's roughly in these packages, but I do not know what is in each package. So each package is a mystery in itself. However, I do generally have an idea what could be in each what could be in each set or group of packages. So here's the next package. Push these 2 off the side here. There's actually been quite a few interesting things I've picked up recently. Some stuff that might actually lead into a few other things in the future on this channel and other channels. So check through the videos, and if you enjoyed any of these videos, it's funny I have so many knives, yet I'm using my keys because I don't want to get up and get my knife. But anyways, aha! The best present of all. That was a good present. Oh, here's stuff that is tied to a future channel I might be starting in the future. I thought this book would be bigger than that. Ah, yes. U.S. Army Hand-to-Hand Combat Manual. Or at least that's what it is referred to as. Skyhorse Publishing, Inc., New York, New York. A city so nice, no, a city so horrible they had to name it twice is so you clearly get the point ain't that the populace needs its simplicity in the naming conventions. Just piss off people in New York. I don't know if half my fans are in New York. If you are from New York, please leave an angry comment below. But anyways, this is a nice little book. There's a lot of nice little illustrations in it. Illustrations, photographs, techniques for killing various people with knives, and utilizing knives in various fashions to, even without using the blade, you're using the pommel of the knife to knock someone out. Different strikes. Oh, my favorite. I think I've used that one before. If you do it right, the person goes out just like that. Please note that it is not safe to knock people out. At any point in time in which a person is knocked out unconscious can result in brain damage or death. If you are from Virginia, this book is illegal. Technically, the future channel I'm going to be creating in the future is going to be illegal because it covers things that might result in injury or death of people if you use it to do so. Otherwise, you're just simply disarming a person. There's a law in Virginia that effectively creates the status that at any point, if any individual teaches you any technique, I mean like martial arts or anything, or gives you anything that can render harm, pain, or death, it's illegal. That's a pretty big violation of the Second Amendment right there. If someone's out there and she's approached by a really big guy, like twice her height, and the guy grabs her to rape her, the woman pulls out a taser and shocks him. But the guy has a heart issue that causes him to go off rhythm, incredibly painful, and he suffers for a while. Whether he dies or not is irrelevant because you've rendered harm to him. she can be put in jail. That's the same crazy bullshit that's happening in Britain. Stupid. I don't know what lefties are thinking when they do shit like that. You do shit like that, the smaller, weaker people are under greater threat, which is weirdly, statistically proven to be lefties and women. Leftists tend to have lower or testosterone levels, tend to be smaller and not physically capable as people of the center or right. So, yeah, if you remove a weapon from a leftist hand, they probably are not going to win a fight. Some of them are tough, but statistically they're weaker physically on average than people who are on the center or right-wing branch of politics, which is interesting. And then here, okay, as I said, I mentioned something about a future channel I might be creating in sometime in the future. And some of the stuff I've been ordering that's been thrown through some of the videos is going to be tied into that channel. But also I've had stuff like this for years. I'm just expanding and branching out into different things. I got another book. I have a crossbow. I've never owned a handgun or a shotgun in my life. I actually have several BB guns and various other types of pellet guns. But I decided I want to step up and learn more about firearms because it's already fun knowing more about firearms than most people on the left. A lot of people on the left. But at the same time, still not knowing as much about firearms as people on the right and center. I grew up in a family that was very left-leaning overall, so... Also, oddly enough, a bunch of them were felons, too, so... I had a bunch of relatives who... Oddly enough, all the lefties are felons. Something about being permanently banned from owning a firearm turns you into a lefty. But anyways, this is actually a pretty neat book. Technically, this book $29 and $29.99 in Canada. So it's only 99 cents more in Canada than it is in the United States. Showcases various techniques and explains the physics behind different projectiles. Oh, that reminded me of something really hilarious I saw. I was watching, flipping through various videos, and I'm not just on YouTube but on Facebook, and I came across a video from from Discovery Channel where they shoot a cased bullet through a rifle this is a CG graphic they had demonstrating how a bullet flies through a rifle, and they had the case on the bullet. They had the fucking case on the bullet as it travels through the rifle, and and they're trying to explain the issues with guns and stuff like that and why they're dangerous. Well, they are dangerous, but they're only dangerous in the hands of ill-informed people and people with ill intent. And ill-informed people don't know anything about a gun. They don't know how to use it safely. And people who have ill intent will use it in a fashion that is not safe to others. And I keep coming across all these documentaries, and the more I learn about guns, the more and more bullshit these documentaries appear, because it doesn't take long before you are like watching BBC or something like that, and they have something explaining guns and stuff like that, and then you like God damn it, you guys are fucking idiots. You don't even know the basics. I am learning the basics and I already know more about them than you do, apparently. So it really infuriates me. And it also really infuriates me, too, because I used to be on that side politically. I moved from left wing to right. I moved from left wing to I don't want to be near the left. I'm just standing slightly on the right of center. And there's so much. And I left a comment a long time ago after I was watching a video explaining the psychology of various groups, and it occurred to me that a great deal of the anti-intellectualism that occurs on the right is a reaction to pseudo-intellectualism from the left. There's a lot of people on the far left who are like Brian Griffin from Family Guy. They're fairly intelligent. They think they are way smarter than they actually are. They take positions very poorly informed on, and then they hammer things on you about that position. And if they perceive themselves as to be the intellectuals, people naturally have a tendency, okay, that group, those people are clearly ignorant of various important factors, and they call themselves intellectuals. If that is an intellectual, I am not an intellectual. And that is where the anti-intellectualism occurs. Is the anti-intellectualism is a byproduct of pseudo-intellectualism from the left. There's a lot of people on the left talking about subjects that they are either poorly informed on or apparently not informed at all on. And there's numerous. You learn, if you go and learn more about guns and gun statistics, and then you listen to the arguments that occur from the left, stuff doesn't add up anymore, right? Okay, you start seeing the stupidity that's occurring over there, and then they pass laws and policies in various areas, and then you see it just morph into something else entirely different than they originally stated it was. And it goes, once they get past a critical point, they just roll it like a missile through. So there, it's just ridiculous. So, yeah. By the way, the whole assault rifle thing and all that fun stuff. Generally, the most deaths occur by suicide. I'm not talking about disease or anything. I'm like, if it's involved with a gun or any form of firearm or weapon, the majority of them are suicide. And the majority of that, as well as actual homicides, is with handguns. Not AR-15s, not with any other large rifle-style semi-automatics or shotguns, or anything of that sort. It is done with handguns. The next one up there, are actually pretty close with murders, is actually knives. Knives are actually pretty high up there. But actual rifles, very few people are actually killed with a rifle. Most of those people who get killed with a rifle are either killed by someone defending their home, or oftentimes aims in an accident out hunting, which is basically Dick Cheney. He's weekend. Dick Cheney's weekend. She has a scope on a handgun. personally, in my opinion, with a handgun, that's a nice little revolver, by the way. In my personal opinion, with a handgun, you're really not going for range with that little sucker. You're gonna put a scope on your rifles and your handguns, and you just learn how to shoot down the steel sights. But anyways, there's a nice little variety of revolvers. That's actually a handgun I'm actually interested in getting. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it. If you did not, leave a dislike. And tell me in the comments below if you think I'm wrong about guns and politics. Feel free to leave that in the comments below as well. I would like you to try to explain your position and argue against the whole rape argument I gave. By the way, telling rapists to not rape doesn't work. They know it's bad. Studies have found that's why they do it. No shit, seriously, that's why they do it. They know it's bad. It's an act of personal empowerment to do it, okay? Alright? They are utilizing their physical ability to empower themselves over someone else. And don't get into the stupidity that yeah, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to leave that for some other video on my other channels in the future. But seriously, don't misinterpret power as being an institution. It's the act of power over someone. Okay? The other ones are just misinterpretations. Okay? It's the act and sense of power. It's the act of attaining power over someone. Okay? Have a good night. Sorry this video got a little dark. This is not a kid-friendly channel. Okay? Not kid-friendly. This is adult, teen-ish to adult channel. In the past, as I've maintained a lot of my videos to be more general, non-offensive, I'm just not doing that anymore. I'm just not filtering my shit. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to swear more often. So I hope you enjoy the damn channel. If you did not, tell me why you didn't enjoy it. And then if it's something that I can fix or I care to fix, I'll go from there with that. Okay? Thank you for coming back in the future. Thank you for coming this time. And have a wonderful evening. And I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and a happy holidays. And see you in the new year.